Hello guys, welcome to Index Trader channel. Today we are going to see the Nifty analysis this week 6th July. This is a continuation video of last Sunday. Last Sunday we saw that in Nifty analysis that Nifty will be trading in a range of 10,500 to 10,000 and mostly will be in bearish because of the shorts taken by the FIIs and the DIIs. But unfortunately after 2 days we saw that Nifty speculative move again started, and it took support near 10,220 and it went up to 10,600. This was totally a speculative move. As we discussed for the past 2 weeks, we are discussing that Nifty is in a speculative move without any volume support, and it is purely moved by the derivatives. So that's what seen. And this week also looking like the speculative move will continue or not. We will look into the detail of analysis on various setups, so that we will come to a final conclusion whether this will continue, whether the bulls will take over or the bears will take over. So what is the resistance, what is the support, all we will look into the analysis in detail. Let's go for the analysis. So first we move on to the EMA setup. EMA setup looking bullish. Because of the EMA 200, the price closed above the EMA 200, and because of it we saw a up move, and that was not a full up move, we can say. It was a up move, and it was completely a range bound. So there should be a candle, a big green candle above this 200 EMA to confirm the uptrend, but it was not there. This candle is an indecisive candle, last candle. But overall this setup is looking a bullish one. Now we look into the weekly setup here. Weekly setup, we can see that Nifty is facing a resistance. Weekly closing is facing a resistance near EMA 50 level, but the candle is a big green candle suggesting a further up move from here. But other data also we need to look for. This setup is looking a bullish setup. Now we move on to the Fibonacci levels. In the Fibonacci levels also Nifty closed above the 61.8% level, but there should be a solid candle to confirm this level. But this level should be confirmed, but the last candle is not a full body candle. It is an indecisive candle with less body and lot of wicks. So we need to have a confirmation candle here in terms of green candle or a red candle to confirm the direction. And also we need to look for this level, that is 830 level, where there is a gap is here. So there are probability that the gap can also be get filled and then reverse. So that is also possible here. But if you look at the volumes are very low, even in terms of sell volume and then in terms of buy volume. The volumes are very low. In order to break this level, we need some volume to close. You can also look for the candles here. The candles are very small. Here there was a gap here, otherwise the candles are getting smaller nowadays. Earlier there used to be a big candles because of the short covering and the excessive shorts, but recently you can see the candles are very small because of the narrow range movement and the drop in the VIX also. VIX also has dropped considerably, and now in 25, around 25 range it is there. Anything above 28 or 30 level, we can say that the VIX is getting above, and we can say some volatility in the market. But the volatility index VIX is nowadays going down, and because of it we can say Nifty is trading in a narrow range. So some big movement is going to happen, and that is why we can see that we saw some narrow range movement, and last Friday Nifty totally traveled only 70 points. So this setup is suggesting a bullish one, but we need to wait and watch for the other data. So now we will move on to the price action here. So we had done some postmortem in the Nifty weekly analysis here, weekly setup analysis. So in the weekly chart we can see that there are some support zone and the resistance zone. So now Nifty is trading in the tight resistance zone. So anytime it can go up to 10,830 to fill the gap, or it can drop from 10,330 to next levels. So that is 10,000 and then to the bottom levels. But if you can see, overall the upside is very limited and the downside is bigger. So avoid carrying longs, that is the humble request. Other than that, because retailers are getting bullish, and because of it market tends to move upside to trap the retailers, because the institutions want to trap retailers to buy at the top and sell at the bottom. So that is what they usually play in the market. The institutions want the retailers to get trapped, so we need to be very cautious in that. And because of it, for intraday players you can get definitely big opportunities in both side, especially for longs. You can take longs and close it, but positional players for investments and all, it's better to avoid take any long positions. That's what my sincere request. And looking at the setup also, it is not encouraging. And we can see this levels for the upcoming down move also. So once it gets broken, then definitely the other levels will definitely come. We can also see the previous movement in the Nifty similar to that of. So now we move on to the price action daily chart. So there is a wedge getting narrower. It's getting narrow every day, and we can see the resistance zone. We are entering into the resistance zone, and I have drawn the levels also here. Somebody gave the level of 11,000 also, so even that also I have drawn here. But that it requires a lot of volume to reach over that area. But till the retailers are bullish, and the institutions want to get them trapped, this speculative movement will definitely continue. But even at the resistance zone we need to be very cautious. So that is why I am giving warning in advance also, because we need to be very cautious. It's our hard-earned money and we should not lose it. So that's the reason, because selling can come anytime and it will be very vigorous like we saw last time. But this time that much aggressive selling will not be there, but slowly it will fall. But even though also there are chances that we can get trapped. So better to avoid going longs, and this is strong resistance zone. We should wait for the levels to get break or to enter. So now we need to see that 10,485 will be the strong support area. So once it get break, then it will tend to fall to this support zone, that is the trend line. Now the trend line has changed to somewhat here. So breaking of this or breaking of this can lead to next levels. But Nifty moves in a circular way. So even before also we can see that it's move in a circular movement. So a curve will be there. So likewise the curve should form. So we need to wait for the curve to get formed for the fall. So till that time it will be moving in a tight range. So earlier Nifty was trading in the from you can say from October till February, there was a strong speculative move. Similar kind of speculative move only now it is happening. So maybe this will last for this month or maybe next month, depending upon the retailers only, because unless and otherwise retailers nowadays retailers are thinking that market will fall and fall. So unless they are in the mindset that market will now move towards upside, so the market will not fall. And similarly when retailers think that market will go up and up, market will definitely fall. So both the cases are possible. So a trap is always there. So accordingly we need to be cautious and trade. So now this setup is giving a bullish, but the resistance zone is not getting us back, so we need to wait for the levels. And FIIs and DAIs cash activity is also not encouraging. Even that higher levels DAI selling is what something we need to look for. Overall FIIs are net sellers. Only the buying at 10,600 level will not make FIIs bullish, so we need to think about that. And in the option chain we need to look for it as 10,600 is acting as a strong resistance right now. Even at even after 10,630, even 600 to 630 level also, the put rate, the call rating was not getting closed, so it is acting as a strong resistance. And in the put side we can see 10,400 will be the support, because the support of 10,000 shifted to 10,400. So this week range is around 10,600 to 10,400 as per the option chain. But you can we will see the probability also here. And one more thing is like in the previous past week also, 11,000 we see some huge build-up, YA build-up here. So this one we need to check whether it is a institution buying or a retailer's buying, so we need to look for that. So in the premium decay analysis we will see whether it is a buying or a buying from retailers or the institutions. So now we move on to the premium decay analysis. In the premium decay we can see 10,700 and 10,600, the price is getting positive. So that means buying is happening at this level, and because of it the price was in positive and there is no decay there. But at the put side you can see there is a lot of decay happened last week. And in the probability we can see before that in the premium change at 11,000 you can see a big decay in the premium, so definitely it is not an institution buy, it is a retailer's buy. And in the probability we can say 10,600, since it is in the money it is positive, and 10,700 there is a probability here, and 10,400 also almost similar, same range. But that is the reason I was telling 10,700 can get hit. Either a gap up activity can also hit this 10,700 or a gap down to this 10,400, but we need to watch out for which level to hit first. So hitting first will define the direction. So that's what concluded from the premium decay analysis and the probability here. So that is why we need to look for the 10,700 to 10,400 this week range. So now we move on to the intraday for this same range. I have drawn the levels here. So 10,680 will be the resistance, and before that this 10,630 has to be broken for the next upward movement, and for the downward 10,565 has to be broken for the short level. So breaking this will definitely take this to 10,400. There is a big gap also here, so 10,500 will be acting as a support at this point. So at the support point you can buy, and at the resistance point you can sell. So that is how the intraday levels are here. So for long time investors and positional buyers, please be cautious on buying, and it's a strong request, please avoid buying, because Nifty is at resistance zone, anytime the reverse can happen. And for short side also you need to wait for the levels for taking shorts also. So Nifty trading in a tight range, so a big move, before a big move comes there will be a strong consolidation, and after that the big move will happen. So hope you like this video. Hit like button and share, subscribe to our channel, share to your friends also. Similar kind of videos I will continue to post in the coming days. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much. Thank you.